Howdy folks, Justin here. I've decided to record some more games with the deck I was calling Body Control, my mid-range Spellsword deck that goes big on new cards, a lot of Houses of Morrowind cards in that deck. I got a lot of feedback on it. Some people saying, oh, I've been winning a ton of games. Some people saying, oh, I'm losing a ton of games. My guess is that part of the issue with the deck, and this is just a hypothesis, but this is the same problem that the Fantastic Fours deck had when people pick it up for the first time, is that my decision to start going face with that deck is totally just like a gut thing. It's not an aggro deck, but it plays like one sometimes, and it's not a control deck, but it plays the reactive role sometimes. So, for example, here we have a mage opponent, Gualatox, the Jack of Trades, who has the ring. You definitely want the ring with this deck. We'll keep Penitentious Oculatus Agent for the Daggerfall Mage. And knowing when to make the switch is dependent on what your opponent's doing, like a lot of factors. Vivec City Pilgrim, our Barrow Stalker lines up nicely against that, and it also doesn't quite tell us what our opponent's doing yet. I think it's more important to play for board control in this deck than any other like creature-filled deck I've ever played, except for the Crusader one. Thieves Guild Shadowfoot. So that's not what I expected to see. Fortunately, we have the Knight of Nisus as a perfect play here. I will do that. I will play the Knight of Nisus, and I will swing. We are behind in life, which does matter with this deck because we are running Golden Saints, and it's a huge power play on turn 6 if you can get it down.
They'll move along if they don't want to.
Our opponent is really into gaining life, though, so they might be on a similar plan. What's our move here? We hit our Vivec City Pilgrim. I think we just want to drop 2 2-drops, so let's drop that and drop that. Sort of because I feel like we want to get this off the board. Our opponent's used up the ring charges as well by turn 4. Okay. Daggerfall Mage is cool. We can make a pretty strong play here this turn. I don't think we want to maximize the chance that we rally onto Grand Inquisitor. So I'm going to play this first. And then I'm going to play the Vivec City Pilgrim, because I don't think a deck running these things and ringing out stuff that early is running Ice Storm. I could be mistaken, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I changed my mind. While I was saying that, I talked myself into it. I'm trying to keep the gameplay moving. I think having a 5/5 isn't terrible. Okay, we have... I don't know what our opponent's up to here. It looks kind of like they're trying to do the same thing we're doing, but with Mage. I just get the distinct impression, however, that's a pretty great Grand Inquisitor target, that we're going to get Golden Sainted next turn.
You will regret your heresies. No quarter. Death before dishonor.
Okay, so hitting the rally on this Golden Saint's good. Casts my Vivec City Pilgrims into time. Another Knight of Nisus. Let's go ahead and drop that. Let's rally. Now at this point, so it's tough, right? If they're running Ice Storm, they might not have played it last turn. We have enough presence on board that I'm actually going to pass the turn. I know Knight of Nisus would have given me a 2/2 in hand. There's the Golden Saint we were worried about. So they are trying to do the same kind of body board control type deck that we're doing. We are going to, in dramatic fashion, take control of this board. I mean, this card, Grand Inquisitor, has been such an absolute beast in this deck. It's unreal. Okay. Ice Spike. Wow. Well, this will probably signal a concession from our opponent, but Bandit Ringleader coming down. I definitely play the other Dark Guardian, so if they hit a Prophecy, we draw approximately 20 million cards. And they did hit a Prophecy here, so check this out. We're at 31 life. Our opponent's in the same sort of board control creature-based strategy as we are. Okay, they're at 9. We're at 31. We have all of our runes. We have almost a full board, and we have 7 cards in hand, including 3 hard removals, some rallied creatures, and a Penitus Oculatus agent. That's a pretty strong move. So is this a Unite the Houses deck? There you go. And look, these aren't, like, on their own, other than Grand Inquisitor. I was trying to tell him, good game. These aren't, like, individually, like, particularly even, like, clever cards to play around with. This is just using the abilities to their maximum capacity. We went from Legend 1300 to Legend 698 playing exclusively this deck. I will be right back for another one with the Body Control deck, the Spellsword deck. I want to give a special shout out to Tunis, Tynis, I believe. Let me check. That is the gentleman that made my fancy new frames, including for color combinations. Oops, sorry about the phone. Including for color combinations that don't exist. Yeah, that is Tynis. Thank you very much for the new frames. They are fantastic. So, playing against Gentle Ben the Scout, rank 42 Legend. That's not a great matchup, probably. Okay, we got some cool Law Keepers. We do have the Ring. A 2-drop would feel real good. Let's see what we can do here. Throws everything back. This is going to be a challenging match, I suspect. So can we stay ahead long enough to get value out of our Golden Saints? My concern is this gets hit with a level 1 Drain Vitality. We will see. If we connect just once with this, the Golden Saint train might chugga chugga to victory. Scouts report. Fighters Guild recruit. So Penitus Oculatus agent, please. Well, what do you know? And that's exactly why you run that card. Okay. I feel fairly confident that I'll be able to connect with my Golden Saints and ride those to victory. But that might be premature. It is turn 3. Next turn, I think I cool Lawkeeper and Vivek City Pilgrim. I will swing into that. Indoral Mastermind does not line up well against Cool Lawkeeper. Ditches a Thieves Guild recruit. Divine Fervor. This hand just keeps getting better and better. And actually, there's no punish besides, what, Giant Snake and Red Brahmin for putting all our dudes in one lane. Except we're also running Golden Saint. I'm not exalting. Like to keep the rallies going. Next turn, we just pile on the Golden Saints. Leaf Lurker's okay. There we go. So I'm going to put the 5 power Golden Saint over there.
You took a wrong turn. Stride my blade.
The 6 power, I'm sorry. First Golden Saint deployed. We've seen no shear points, no drain vitalities, no word walls. A night to remember. Okay. I don't think we try trading in yet. Tree Minder. Alright, slowing us down a little bit here.
Vivek, guide my blade.
We will just deploy another Golden Saint. We have 10, 18, 20, 22 power on the board. We have a Divine Fervor in hand. Gentle Ben the Smuggler. Okay, Word Wall. Drain Vitality. Drain Vitality. That is brutal. Giant Bat. So we're playing against Giant Bat shenanigans too. Okay, let's Divine Fervor. Let's play Ald Valathi Assassin over here. So one Drain Vitality left in his deck. We have an Edict of Azura and a Knight Anesis, but Giant Bat's likely to start coming in. We have Knight Anesis for a little more gas. Giant Bat. And more Giant Bats. Alright. Javelin. I think I want a Javelin.
Should have been more wood.
I serve the house with valor.
I live to serve.
Well, let's see if he necromancers back more bats. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on board, so that's lethal potentially.
Behold my power.
Swings.
They've no move we can't
Induril
anticipate.
Mastermind. Throws away the Thorn Hist Mage for a Greybeard Mentor. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, Golden Saint is good. I can play it on top of that. Let's rally it up.
Before dishonor.
Kill them all.
Alright, opponent at 8. No more Drain Vitalities. Let's see if they can Soul Tear back a 4-4 or 5-5 Giant Bat. We have removal if they try to go with guards. I don't think we made it obvious we're sitting on removal yet.
You must be cleansed.
Shadowfen Priest on the Divine Fervor.
The waters of life.
So they are going for a guard
The waters of life.
in each lane. That still gives us lethal.
Death before dishonor.
There you go. Gentle Ben, one of the best players in the game, fell to body control. Dude, I am on an unreal win streak with this deck. Alright. Let's play one more and close out the video. Time for our third and final game with body control. It's not even a control deck, not really, but I'll be honest. There's a Prince song whose name I'm not going to say on this broadcast, this all ages broadcast, that I was thinking about the other day because it's a really catchy song. And I happen to be naming this deck at the same time, and I was thinking about how somebody made a comment that Manticora without guard can now be put in the shadow lane and top out the curve of a mid-range deck. You know, somebody trying to be an optimist. And so I was thinking about control decks that are controlling the board with body. I mean, I don't know. So Ural Grizzly is our opponent. They're the Immortal Battle Mage. We've done pretty well against Battle Mages so far. Let's see what this one looks like. Legend 1469, near the time Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I'll be honest, I kind of want to keep Grand Inquisitor. I'm going to see. We're at the point in this deck now, where I'm learning what I can get away with keeping. 2 3-drop guards is real solid. No turn 1 play from our opponent. We have the ring. Another Dark Guardian. Let's see what they do. Alright. Afflicted Elite it is. I like Cool Lawkeeper here because it doesn't die to... both to get the rally going and because it doesn't die to a 2-3 charge orc swinging into it. Mighty Ally.
Shall be ours.
Doesn't trigger. Oh, that's good for us.
You took a wrong turn, stranger.
Alright, so we're going to lose our Cool Lawkeeper, but then we'll be able to trade successfully with that, I hope.
The silent guard with you.
Silent Pilgrim. Oh, okay. Looking for a Sentinel Battle Mace. That is interesting. Because of that, I'm going to do that. I don't want him to have a Sentinel Battle Mace target on the battlefield. And next turn now, I mean, I assume they're running a heavy prophecy count, but if we wanted to, we have the option to Bandit Ringleader next turn for a reload.
This should be good.
Okay.
We stand united.
Okay.
I smell the stench.
I think we're going to win this game through attrition of their garbage resources. The longer this game goes, the better our Exalt creatures and stuff get. I know he has a Sentinel Battle Mace. There's a raiding party. I just hope he has to invest enough over here. Another Orc Clan Captain, so he's actually not going to have to invest much at all. Okay, okay. The only prophecies we have are Javelins. There's a Hive Defender, though, which is nice. So he puts the thing on here. Now I could steal Charge and swing into that and then play Hive Defender.
For the Emperor. No quarter.
So, Sentinel Battle Mace target, I'll have to Edict of Azura. Battle Mage's Onslaught. That is not what I expected. I did not expect that kind of card draw. I've been playing around the wrong card this whole time. We also haven't... we've seen Greystone Ravagers, which suggests a heavy prophecy count.
Close ranks. Let nothing
More
through.
cool Gatekeepers, swinging all that stuff in. Not swinging that in. Can't punish with the Divine Fervor.
This one has you at a disadvantage.
Vivexity Pilgrim is good. Okay. So we're playing this one instead of the Drain one because I want to get the Drain guy down with Exalt if possible. I don't know what my opponent's doing here. Burn Clan Night Stalker. Okay. Probably chose this creature. So I think I'm kind of locked into Divine Fervor swing.
How can Uncle Crassius help?
Crassius's favor.
Come at me!
Light of the Three. Can we just race him? Golden Saint. I swing for 8. I play Golden Saint. That doesn't seem great. I Edict. I lose a guy. I can play 2 2-drops then.
The Redorim demand your
I
death.
seek the poet
The
god's
war
wisdom.
claws earn their pay. Heretics must be punished.
Okay. Next turn I have some options. I could probably trigger Golden Saint if I wanted to, which I think is the move. This says this is a Merrick deck, which wouldn't be terribly surprising. Alternatively,
Irma Mora tests
another raiding party.
Acknowledge.
How do I lose from here if I... Say I plop this guy down and I exalt this. I swing for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I'm just going to try that.
I seek the poet god's wisdom.
The Almsidi provide for all younger.
Do I want to trade into his guys? For Merrick. He has the tokens, so I'm going to say no.
The Redorim demand
I want to get the
your
drain.
Guide my blade.
The Redorim demand your death. Heretics must be punished.
And I'm not going to break that last rune because I think he's dead no matter what. He's definitely... I think he's pretty dead if I Divine Fervor and swing next turn. Could get a, God Merrick with a Dragon Priest Mask or something like that. He's going to send a lot of creatures my way next turn, but
close ranks. Let
more
nothing
cool
through.
Gatekeepers all he's got. A Merrick on top of this for a Desperation swing. He's got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage that we know about, so he would need 11 damage from his Merrick. It's not impossible. We have 3 Javelins as prophecies in 34 cards, so like a 1 and 11 for each one of these. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, the Fun and Interactive Podcast, the Saturday the 28th, at night. Okay, he's swinging. That's real good for us. Into our creatures. The Fun and Interactive Podcast on the 28th has CVH as our special guest, so be on the lookout for that. So if I Divine Fervor, I swing with that.
Follow me, men.
Another Markarth Banner, man.
The Nords must take
Stormcloak Vanguard.
time to fight.
Do you have 3 of those? You do. Holy crap.
Fires of all gods.
Well, that takes me off lethal. So... Divine Fervor and I connect for 8. And I play Dark Guardian to try to get free cards off of his thing. Golden Saint. I put a lot of power on the board.
Show some respect. Vivek, guide my blade. Vivek, guide my blade.
Heretics must be
No prophecy. Golden Saint coming down. So I think I've built some pretty good decks since the House of Morrowind dropped, but this one has by far the best win rate. I mean, like, just sort of out of this world. We'll grab our rewards. We will 583 now. We will check out our record. See what that looks like. I think I've played enough games now where every game on my list should be from that. What do you know? All right, guys. Well, here's the thing. You just need to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Does that make sense? I don't know. Spellsword's good again. Yay! See you on the ladder.